Okay, hello everyone. So this video will cover the plotting no, of our VN diagram. So last lecture, you've learned essentially the concepts of the VN diagram or the flight envelope. You learned the essential no, na parts ng VN diagram, the lines, the curves, the boundaries, what will happen if you cross those boundaries, and etc. So today, we'll be learning naman how to essentially get the values for those lines and curves and boundaries. We'll be using the formulas and the equations to find nga the values ng mga lines, curves, and boundaries to actually create yung ating VN diagram. Okay? So this video will also cover na rin yung instructions natin para sa technical report ng lecture ng Aircraft Design 2. If you still don't know, meron tayong activity for Aircraft Design 2 lecture. It will be by group, maximum of 5 members. Again, maximum of 5 members. You can go individual, you can go by pair as long as the maximum number of members would be 5. Okay? Um, essentially, the way of we're the way we're going to do this BN diagram is halos magkaparehas lang yung lecture and the technical report. Kasi how you will be getting the values for the VN diagram is also essentially the way or the steps na rin ng technical report. Okay? Talking more about the technical report, by the way, format ng technical report natin, um, let's have here VN diagram. Tama? Okay, for the technical report, yung format niyan would follow uh, yung uh, format na rin nung lab natin, mga laboratory reports. Yung both A3 and A4. Okay? Yung title page, again, same lang, pero the title would be, again, technical report, and then VN diagram of yung inyong chosen aircraft. Okay? Chosen aircraft. I've already sent the Excel sheets now where you will be putting your chosen aircrafts kasi I do not want anyone to have or any groups to have the same aircraft. This is to avoid magkaroon ng mga same outputs. Okay, same Venn diagrams. Make sure na wala kayong kaparehas na aircraft. If so, I will be checking yung first, of course, if hindi kayo nakapag-input ng aircraft niyo dun sa sheets, I will not tawag dito, um, kung may kaparehas man kayo, hindi ko i-validate yung inyo. Okay? And I will also check the dates nung edit ng cells who came first. Yung mas na-late or gumaya, uh, I will discredit their paper. Okay? That's for the title page. And for the title, para sa block, for the title block, no? Sa technical report sa A3 and A4, simply technical report and then Venn diagram. Okay? So, anong laman ng technical report natin? First part natin would be the preliminary data. Okay. So, anong laman ng preliminary data natin? First would be yung ating gross weight or the MTOW. And then, yung ating wing area, yung ating wing loading, also yung design maximum velocity, This is at sea level. Okay? Or this is yung ating, if you still remember, that's the VH natin sa rate of climb. Okay? Aside from that, I also have here, A, B, C, D, E, yung inyong maximum lift coefficient. And then, I think that's it, no? But you can also have, aside from the preliminary data, no, these things, you can also input here the airfoil data, especially for getting values natin para sa lift curve slope, airfoil data, such as yun nga, yung sa maximum lift coefficient. You can also have here yung ating um, theoretical airfoil data, no? Theoretical airfoil data. Kasama na dito yung theoretical coefficients of lift at different angles. This is, again, para makakuha tayo ng lift curve slope para sa solving. Okay? What else? Mm, pwede na rin kayo maglagay dito ng geometric data in case you would also need those. Such as yung ating, you can have there yung span, you can have there yung aspect ratios, tama? Uh, Oswald's efficiency. Itong Oswald's efficiency, dito yun sa preliminary data, pero pwede nyo naman sama sa geometric data. Kayo naman, you're free naman to do whatever you want here sa preliminary data. Okay, you can add on to this para ma-solve yung mga values na kailangan natin. Okay, Oswald's efficiency. What else? Chord root, mga chord root, tip chord. Can also add these. Okay, MAC. Okay. Yan, pwede nyo i-add yan para sa technical report nyo sa preliminary data. So when we have all of these na, no, we can start getting the load factors. Okay, we call them the different maneuvering loads. Okay, so let's start with those. This is actually the start na rin, the actual start nung ating mga computations. Okay, next would be the maneuvering loads. First off is um, kuha tayo ng positive limit maneuvering load or the ito yung plus n limit. Okay? You might not see me put subscripts the following calculations na just know na um, pag nagsunod-sunod na steps, ang una natin is the positive limit maneuvering load, indicated or designated by plus n limit or simply plus n. Okay? So, to get the positive limit maneuvering load, you remember, no, that's the upper boundary nung ating VN diagram. If you fly over this positive limit maneuvering load, you will be experiencing uh, what they call this structural damage. Okay, so how do we get the positive limit maneuvering load of the aircraft or the flight? That's plus n is equal to 2.1 plus uh, 24,000 over 24,000 over W plus 10,000. Okay? This is how you will be getting the positive limit maneuvering load factor of your aircraft. And if you are going to design the aircraft by theoretical data or preliminary data without actually knowing the type of aircraft first, is you can get yung ating type of aircraft from the value that you will be getting sa positive limit maneuvering load. So we have here, if yung N natin, if the positive limit um, is equal to, wait lang. That's not how we do it. So if your N is in the range of 2.5, no. 2.5 to 3.8 or equal to 3.8, you can categorize your aircraft as normal. And if the range is from 3.81 to 4.4 or equal to 4.4, that's utility. And then if it's 4.41 to 6.0, that would be acrobatic. Okay? So, that's how we'll be getting yung positive limit maneuvering load factor. And then next would be of course, the negative limit maneuvering load factor. Can I write load factor na lang as LF? Okay? So that's negative N limit. So to get that, that is simply negative N is equal to negative 0.4 of our positive N limit. Okay? Again, that's negative 0.4 of our positive N maneuvering load factor limit. Okay? That is if your aircraft is of the normal or utility category. Okay? If it's acrobatic, the multiplier is negative 0.5 of the positive limit maneuvering load factor. So this would form yung lower boundary naman ng ating um, flight envelope. Okay? So if you cross this negative limit maneuvering load factor, again, you will experience again structural damage. Then aside from those two boundaries, we actually have a line, no, that goes beyond those two boundaries. You have the ultimate load factors. Tama? Or the N ult. Oops. So yung positive or negative N ult natin is equal to simply 1.5 of our positive or negative maneuvering load factor limit. Okay? Or negative and positive limit maneuvering load factors. So this would be again, the upper and lower boundaries natin. And if you go beyond these boundaries, we will be experiencing structural failure naman na. Okay? Not structural damage, automatically structural failures. Okay? So that's an ultimate. So after that one, no, we've already, uh, we can have the upper and lower lines natin of the boundaries ng flight envelope. So what when the other lines, no, that we need is yung ating stall boundary, no? Stall boundary. So for the stall boundary, we will be we have to solve for the maneuvering speed. Okay? So the maneuvering speeds. So again, we're solving for the maneuvering load factors, starting with the stall curve. Okay. Okay. Design maneuvering speed. So the formula para makuha yung design maneuvering speed or the VA is equal to yung ating Vstall times yung ating uh, positive maneuvering load factor or the square root pala ng ating positive maneuvering load factor. This is to get the VA. Okay? And to get your Vstall, no? To get your Vstall, yung formula natin for Vstall would be um that's yung wing loading natin times 2 over rho or SSLC density times yung ating 1 over CL max. And then all of this naka 1 half. Why is this so? If you still recall your aerodynamics, Vstall natin is when yung wait, palit lang yung kulay para sa notes. If you still remember, no? Um, stall natin is when the aircraft no isn't producing enough lift to actually um, make the aircraft fly, and to make the aircraft fly you must produce enough lift to counteract the weight of the aircraft. Okay, and for the load factor, no, still remember ang formula natin for the load factor is L is over W, and if you want to produce enough lift to actually counter the weight, yung baseline natin should be it should equal to 1. Tama. So, if we plug in yung formulas natin dito, yung N is equal to yung lift natin. Yung formula natin for lift is 1 half rho V squared S S C L. Tama? So, if yung load factor natin is 1, yung CL natin is actually at CL max. Okay? Or this is kasi again before the stall, 'di ba, you're producing maximum lift, okay, before you stall. So yung coefficient of lift natin is lift max. Okay, so if we plug these values in dito, that would be 0.5 rho squared, and itong v, again, since we know na CL max and load factor na 1, ibig sabihin, yung velocity na natin dito would be Vstall. Okay? And then S, CL max over W. Tama? And then rearrange all of this. If we're looking for the Vstall, no? Isolate natin si Vstall. 0.5 is 1 half. So, katabi niya si W. So, simply that's 2 W. And then, yung N all over um, rho S CL max. Okay, since Vstall, yung N natin is equal to, again, 1. And para makancel tong squared, no, kailangan nakaganito. Ganyan siya. Tama? So, again, Vstall is equal to square root ng 2W over rho uh, S CL max. Okay? Yung N, pag V-stall kasi, pag yung N, hindi na natin sinusulat yung N kasi it's simply 1. Pero may N talaga dyan. Okay? So if you're looking for, let's say, the velocity at a different N, no? Uh, eh, simply papalitan niyo na lang yung n dito para makuha niyo yung velocity at that. And since we're at CL max, yung makukuha niyong velocity at n, nasa stall curve yun. Okay? If this is not CL max naman, and then you're looking for an n, yung makukuha mong velocity dito is ahead naman ng or nasa right nung ating stall curve. Okay? So, yeah. If yung CL natin is less than CL max. Okay? So, dyan galing yung formula natin para sa VSTOL. And then, once you get the VSTOL na, you can get the design maneuvering speed natin. Yung design maneuvering speed natin is yung point, um, again, if ito yung ating, oops, if ito yung ating flight envelope, no? You have yung stall curve, di ba, starting from 0. So, all of these points right here sa stall curves natin, these are all at CL max. Okay? So again, if you want to look for the velocity at a certain point here, no? Um, you can simply plug yung load factor sa formula na to. Okay? And yung CL max, again, CL max pa rin kasi we're looking for the point at this stall boundary or stall curve. Kasi nga lahat ng curve, lahat ng point dito is at CL max. So if you want to, let's say, look for the, let's say at this point, at this load factor, you want to find its velocity. Tama? Velocity. And again, at this point, naka-CL max tayo. In order to actually find the velocity of that at a certain nx, or if you have a given nx, now simply plug it in this formula right here. Okay? Plug it here. And then you will get the velocity, no, at that stall curve. Okay? At that stall point. Okay? And if it's the other way around, if you were given a velocity and then you are asked, no, at what load factor will it stall, essentially you're looking at the point dito sa stall curve natin. So where is this point? Again, to get the load factor for that, simply plug in your velocity here and then solve for n. As long as your coefficient of lift is at maximum, you will find the point sa stall curve natin na hinahanap nyo. Okay? So that's the design maneuvering speed. Now, itong design maneuvering speed is yung intersection ng ating positive and limit and yung ating stall boundary. So at this point, okay, oops, masyado siya malapit dun sa plinot ko eh. Pero that's, at this velocity kung saan siya tumama, that's yung ating VA or the maneuvering speed. Okay? So next. After that, what you can get or what else you can solve is yung mm, kulay puti ito, no? Okay. Yung coefficient of normal force or the normal force coefficient, Cn. And yung kukunin nating normal force coefficient would be at um, the maneuvering limit, okay? Or atong VA. Okay? So, sub 8. So, ang formula natin for that would be CNA is equal to NW all over uh, yung 1/2 raw VA squared S. Okay? Um, and then dapat ang lalabas na value dyan, yung makukuha niyong CNA should be the same as your CLmax. Now, itong step na to, itong pagkuha ng normal force coefficient is to just check, no, if yung nakuha mong normal force coefficient is equal to the plug CLmax, okay, at VA. Okay? So, if you have a data ng CLmax prior to this calculation, no? Oops. Ito yung VA na. Ito yung magiging normal force coefficient natin. And it is roughly equal to that CLmax. So, this step is essentially again for checking lang, no? Checking ng um, again, if you've been correct on your previous calculations. Kasi yung normal force coefficient natin should equal to the CLmax. And this is relatively true naman talaga, no? Because an aircraft's normal force is the aircraft's lift. Okay, so yung normal force at VA natin should equal to the CLmax. Okay, so this could also be a good way para ma-solve yung ating coefficient of lift at maximum if you were given a maneuvering speed. Okay, so next, um, A, B, C, D, 3. We can start na, this is for the technical report, no? So after getting the normal force coefficient na, the next table would be, or the next page should include na a table. Okay? Yung table 1. So, what is included sa table 1? So, in table 1 would be maneuvering load factor corresponding to airspeed. Maneuvering load factor corresponding to airspeed. So, yung kalalabasan ng table na to is yung stall boundary natin. Okay, the stall boundary. So, ang laman ng table na to would be yung ating speeds, different speeds. They should be in knots. And then, yung kalalabasan na positive n. And then, yung negative n boundaries. Okay? And then, yung i-input natin velocities for table 1 would be starting from 0. And then, hanggang yung maneuvering airspeed velocity. And then, add at least 3 more speeds, velocities. And then, increments of 10 knots. Okay, so meaning yung mga velocity points na ilalagay natin dito is from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 until your VA. And then after VA, at least add 3 more velocities, no? So if your maneuvering airspeed was 116 knots, add 3 more velocities, 120 knots, 130 knots, and 140 knots. Okay, this will be the x-axis, no? Or the x points ng ating stall boundary points. And then, para makuha yung n, is simply, if you look into this formula right here, ito yon. So, for the VA, alam natin paano kunin yung load factor ng VA, di ba? Ito, VA is equal to VS plus N. Okay? So, ito yung N ng VA. But if we are going to look for the load factors ng other speeds natin in increments of 10, simply, change nyo lang tong speed dito. Okay, na VA. Okay, yung stall speed natin, still the same. Same stall speed pa rin gagamitin natin kasi this will be our reference stall speed, no, para sa CLmax. And then, shift solve na lang para kay N. Or, you can rewrite this whole equation as, um, let's say, again, you're looking for the positive NX is equal to, um, VA ba yung nasa taas? Yes, VA yung nasa taas. Pero since NX, let's change that to VX or the corresponding velocity. Baka malito, hindi yan square. Sige, ayusin ko lang. Velocity X is equal to velocity stall squared. Okay? This is again para makuha yung load factors ng mga in-input nating velocities here. Okay? Okay. And then, para makuha naman yung negative n nung mga speeds na to, that is simply, again, negative 0.4 nung ating positive n. Or, negative 0.5 kapag acrobatic ng ating positive n. Okay? So, pag na-produce niyo na tong table na to, you can plot na yung ating stall boundary. Okay? Again, yung ating stall boundaries, no? So, if this 0, stall boundary natin. Okay? Oops. Okay? So, ito yung x or the velocities. And then, yung y-axis natin would be yung ating load factors. So, if you have yung velocities, that would be your x point. And then, yung um, load factors natin would be the y points. So, this table would produce x and y's of different points. And those points would essentially create itong boundary na to. Iba't ibang points dito sa stall boundary. Okay? So, just look for a plotter na lang no, for this table. So, that's the stall boundary done. And also, natapos na rin natin yung n limits. Okay? Yung n positive limit, n positive ultimate, and then negative limit, and then yung ultimate negative limit. Okay? So, uh, next would be, we can start na yung gas lines. Okay?